You are live. Am I
Ooh,
though?
exciting.
Am I live though?
I think so, yeah.
Yes, I
Ooh,
am.
exciting. Alright, I'll have
I
to
am.
mute the live stream, otherwise I hear myself twice. Alright, I'll have to
Same.
mute the live stream, otherwise
I just heard you twice. That sounded awful. Hello, stream.
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Yes, how's everyone doing? Just ask chat some questions before we really start to make the thing longer. Pretty cool. I have my questions here.
Ooh,
Yay.
never been interviewed before, so this is exciting.
Yeah, this is exciting because I've never given an interview before. I've never interviewed someone. This will be very interesting.
Yeah, indeed. A learning experience for both of us.
Yes. Okay, yeah, just maybe wait for people to come or something. Or do we just start? This will be a public stream. So, everyone can see it. Oh, doorbell prod. Welcome to the stream. Yay. Okay,
Ooh.
yeah, let's just start. Let's just start.
Doorbell!
Doorbell is enough. Okay, let's just start. Well,
Alright, sure.
The first question, so what got you into game dev? A pretty classic one.
I got inspired to start game developing when I saw like those knockoff Minecraft games, and I thought I could do way better. And then I wanted to make a knockoff Minecraft clone and other better games than that as well, like Minecraft but better. And I also got really inspired by the success of Minecraft because I thought, wow, this game has gotten really big and it looks so simple because, like, as a kid, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And then you think, like, oh, I could do this, I want to do this. And then I think I just downloaded an app called Programming for Kids, and then I started with that. It was like a Scratch knockoff.
Okay.
And from there, I used that for like 2 years. Then I went on to like real Scratch for like 1 or 2 years. And then I started with Unity, which was a big step up from Scratch, but it went well. Like now we're here, 2.5 years of experience with Unity, I think now. And I've made like 6 or 7 games.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah.
Damn, you already answered like 4 of my questions in this.
Oops. Sorry.
Anyway, so the engine you're using right now, is it Unity?
Yes, I am using Unity, but I want to experiment with other game engines soon. Mostly like Godot, because that's open source, and I feel like a lot of indie studios in the future will use that since it is open source and not bound to any company.
Yeah.
I also have a very bad game engine on my phone. And it doesn't even like support transparent images, so it's not the best. But
yeah, I remember like before I started getting into game dev, just downloading some random application on phone that claimed you could make games in, but it was really trash.
Yeah, I did that too, yeah.
Like, you can't make games on phone.
Yeah, that's true. Like if you're starting out with game development on a phone, you're not gonna make any good games. But if you know what you're doing, like there is a decent Scratch clone on the phone. If you know what you're doing, you can make a simple game with it. I made a couple of Flappy Bird clones back in my day.
Nice. By the way, sorry for the background noise. My dogs are kind of starting to play right now, right when I turned on the stream.
That's no problem. I like dogs.
Anyway, how did you learn like game development? Like, did you watch YouTube tutorials or some professional courses, something like that?
Not really. I didn't do any courses, and I feel like I'm missing a bit of like basic programming knowledge because of that. Like I've never used a class structure ever. But I did start out with like 1 or 2 of the official Unity tutorials. I think it was like the rolling ball tutorial and the roguelike tutorial. And I learned a lot from those. I completely followed it, like the entirety of it, and I learned a lot from that. And after that, I just wanted to make my own games. And if I encountered a problem, I just Googled it, and most of the time I could fix it. So yeah, that's how it went.
Yeah, Roll the Ball is kind of like the most popular Unity beginner tutorial from
Yeah,
like Unity. Everyone does it.
It's also a really good one to start with,
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
can
I agree.
imagine why.
I did that one too. That was the
Yeah.
first thing I did.
I think like 70% of the people that use Unity right now started out with that one.
Yeah, probably.
Either that or Brackies.
Yeah, of course. Ooh, Brackies. Yeah, I watched his tutorials too, like at the beginning.
Yeah, I did for a couple of things. I didn't really watch a lot of them, but mostly for like the tile map and other stuff, I did use Brackies tutorials a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah. And Googling, it's of course like a big part of
Yep.
coding. Like you can't code without Google, without
Yeah,
like Stack Overflow and stuff like that.
If you're starting out, you need to ask questions. Like you can't be shy, because otherwise you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why, like in my tutorials, I've made like 1 or 2 tutorials. I think in the end, I always say like, don't be shy to ask questions. I'll answer all of them. If you're starting out, you need to start asking questions, because otherwise you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, I totally
You're not
agree.
going to find. Yeah, me too.
So, did you make any like quote big games, like kind of full game releases and stuff like that?
Not any commercial games. Like I haven't earned a single cent from game development yet. I hope to do that soon, but yeah, we'll see where the future gets me. But I have made one game that's pretty big game, and that is completely, well, not completely, but mostly bug free. So it's really stable to play, and that is my last game. I need to still make a video about it, but it was for the Brackies Game Jam. And it's a top-down shooter, a bit like Hotline Miami, where you shoot bullets and you only have 1 bullet, but the bullet rewinds back in time to get back to you.
Oh, that sounds really cool. I gotta check
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah,
I forgot to put your YouTube channel in the description or something. I'm gonna do that right now. So,
no problem, man.
did you participate in any game jams? I bet you did.
Yes, all of the games that I've finished are from game jams. I do
Oh,
have one
damn.
game. Yeah, I do have one game that isn't from a game jam, but it's kind of in the beta thing. It's been in beta for like a year now or 2 years. I don't think it's ever going to see the light of day, but I think I'll count how many game jams I've entered. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 games have been from game jam.
Damn.
Well, actually,
That's
8
a
games,
lot.
because I forgot to count the first Ludum there, so I did 8 games on Game Jam.
So basically, all the games you did, almost all the games you made and finished are from game jams.
Yeah, I feel like game jams are really, really good, like for beginners as well, to like finish a project, because if you don't have a deadline, you're not gonna be like, oh, I need to finish it, and you're just gonna like go on, do something else and forget about your project. But when there's a deadline, you really have to like just finish the game, otherwise you feel like you failed the game jam. And I feel like that's a really good mindset to have,
yes.
especially in game development. Yeah.
I feel like game jams are like a really good thing to do if you want to learn a lot more, because it kind of encourages you to, finish the game, do the thing. And I mean, you don't need a game jam to set yourself like a what's it called, dead zone,
Deadline.
yeah, deadline, to like set yourself a deadline for a game you want to make. So what do you think is it very important if you make games outside of game jams? Is it very important to set yourself some kind of a deadline?
Um, it really depends. Like if you are still starting out the game and don't really know where it's going, it's hard to set like deadlines for the first alpha for the game because you don't know how big the game will be, how many features it will have. But once you have a little bit of an idea and you think you really want to finish the project, you can start thinking about putting set dates for each step of your progress. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
But deadlines are very important for finishing games, though. That is definitely a fact.
Yes, I agree. Maybe when you have like the first prototype of the game, you can probably like get a rough amount of time you will need to finish the whole game. So like set yourself the rough deadline, you know.
Yeah, that's true. It varies from game to game, but yeah, that's true for like most games that indies make.
Yeah. So how long were you into game development before you participated in your first game jam?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think my first game jam was 1 year into Unity, so I was like 15 back then, and I started at like 10 years old. So I think 5 years before I ever entered a game jam.
Oh wow, that's a
But
lot.
that's counting the scratch days, which some people say that doesn't really count because you're still like a
Well,
kid
yeah,
and
kinda.
making silly stuff. So if we subtract those, then it's probably more like 1 year or
Yeah.
1.5 years.
Scratch, I don't feel like you can make any like real games in Scratch. It's more like for real beginners that are just starting out and they can like check out
Yeah,
Scratch.
that's true.
See
That-
if they really enjoy making games and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it helps like maybe like you can't make full games with it, but it is still really important in the learning process because thanks to Scratch I like got all of my insights on how to think like a programmer because Scratch also like uses most basic code syntax of any language like the if statements, the loops. So using Scratch, it really helps to get in that programmer's mindset. And for kids starting out learning game development, it's really important to have that as the first step.
So, what do you think was the hardest part of starting out with game dev?
I never found it really hard. I honestly enjoyed starting out with game dev because every time you learn something new, it's really, really satisfying. You really feel like proud of yourself. But I guess the hardest parts were like when I got pretty frustrated when I couldn't find an answer to my problem, which, yeah, for beginners, that's pretty common to see that they get frustrated and sometimes they just entirely give up with game development and start with something else.
Yes.
But yeah, that's probably the hardest thing I've had. For the rest, it was pretty fun and gratifying to start out game development.
Yeah, I agree. So, yeah, I think, what do you think, like, the people that quit game dev after, like, a short amount of time, what's the biggest reason they would quit?
That's
like the why do most of the people that quit, why do they quit? What do you think?
think from an outsider's perspective, game development looks very simple because it looks very easy to make a game, like just have a character running around and shooting. It's very easy to say that, but to program that's a whole different story. So I think the realization that it's so hard and sometimes like being intimidated by how hard it is, like if you open up Unreal Engine, you're probably also like, what is this? How do I ever get started? And then they just give up entirely. Like I think that's the biggest problem. It's being a little bit too hard and too intimidating to start out.
I agree. So what do you think, which engine is the best to start out with?
To start out with, probably Scratch, because you can learn a lot from it. But if you already know Scratch and you want to set the second, go on the second step, it's either Unreal, Godot, or Unity. There are some other engines that are worth checking out, but these are the most used engines and the best engines that will get you the farthest in the industry.
Yes.
And if you have a problem, especially with Unity, since it's the most used out there, you will probably find an answer, because almost every question possible in Unity has already been asked. So on Stack Overflow, you'll absolutely find an answer for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right. Pretty interesting. I'll try to prepare some more questions while he is away.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
But I think Doorbell did ask a question. Have you heard of Griffbatch's Minecraft 2D game on Scratch? It's actually really good. I do a thing which is called Coder Dojo, where I teach children how to code in Scratch. And I think one of the kids was playing that behind my back. So I think I have seen the game. I've never really checked it out, but yeah, I agree. It's really good. It's surprising that people actually make such good games in Scratch. People have also made 3D games and all that stuff, pushing Scratch to its limits, which is absolutely insane to me.
That's insane. Most games you see on Scratch are really bad 2D ones or something like that. But yeah, you can probably push Scratch really far.
Yeah. And I mean, you can push a lot of things really far. It's mostly not about the tools, but about the person that uses it. So
yeah, I agree. Some tools are unlimited, basically. Unity is basically unlimited. You can make basically whatever you want in it.
Yeah, that's true.
So chat, if you have any questions, ask them right now. So while Badduck over here answers your questions, I'll try to make some more. Yeah, I feel like it's best to start with a not very complex engine, because if you start out with Unity and you open Unity and there's nothing and you're supposed to make a game with that, it feels really intimidating.
Yeah, I completely agree. That's why Scratch is so perfect, because it's all there. You never have to open a different program. For Unity, you need a different program for making sprites, for coding. In Scratch, everything is there. You have the sprite editor, the coding editor, the scene view.
Yeah, I agree. So, Doorbell asks a question. Badduck, what is your least favorite project you worked on?
That's a good question. I enjoyed working on all of them. The last project I worked on, I had I had practically no motivation to work on it. But it's still the person I worked with it was still really fun to work with. He was really hardworking and did a really good job. So he made it fun. The second place, well, that's actually not really the first place. So the first place for the least fun to work on was probably Flipside Soccer, which was made in a week, and it was just really, really stressful trying to get every single feature in, and every day it was just stress. So that's not really a good environment to work in, but I got the game finished, and I set the goal originally for myself to make a big game, and it's a pretty big game, so pretty happy of how it turned out.
Nice. And I'll just stretch that question out. What was your favorite game to work on?
Ooh, my favorite game. That's a that's a good question. I think the first ever game I finished, the one for Ludum Dare, I think 42, because that one was, I learned a lot from it, especially like saving and loading stuff in your game, like saving a high score and stuff like that. I learned a lot from it, and it was like the first time finishing a game, and when I was done, I literally jumped out of my chair and was like, yeah, I did it, yeah.
Yeah, that feeling when you like finish the first game or like make a really cool thing in your first game is such a good feeling.
Yeah, nothing beats that.
Yes. So, I got another question. So, do you like working with a partner or solo? Did you hear me?
Second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, my mom came in for a bit.
No problem.
So, yeah, working with a partner or not was the question, right?
Yes, working with a partner or solo.
Working with a partner has its benefits, which is you learn a lot from each other. The first game I ever worked with a partner on, I learned a lot about programming, like using serialized field, private variables instead of just public variables, because that's a little bit more performant apparently. And the dude really learned me a lot about programming, and it's also easy like to distribute the workload, because you can work on certain things while your partner works on other things, and that way you can create a pretty big game with relatively low effort, which feels really good. But solo, it's also kind of rewarding to like see a game that is completely yours, and you can say like, wow, I made that, this is all mine, and you can be really, really proud of it. Like both sides have their up and down sides, but generally I think it's more fun and more just better in general to work in a team.
I agree with you. So, do you like working on small or big projects? What do you like more?
It's a interesting question. Big projects are fun, but I don't think I could sustain like working on big project all the time, because that's really like you can get pretty easily burnt out from that. And I enjoy working on small, silly projects a lot. So I think I'll have to go with small projects.
So do you take like a lot of breaks from Unity?
Recently, I have taken more and more breaks, mostly because I am trying to focus a lot on my YouTube channel. Editing is really hard since I'm kind of starting out, so it's really hard for me. But back in the day, like the first 2 years of my Unity adventure, I pretty much programmed in Unity every single day.
Yeah. When you start out, it's like really fun.
Yeah, starting out a game is really fun, but then when you get in the middle in development, it's like, I have to add this as well.
It's you always gotta be careful not to, burn yourself out.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that.
I mean, of course you sometimes will, but So, chat, questions while I make some
to prevent it, I think. What did you say?
Oh, nothing. I just coughed into my mic.
Oh, okay.
Chat, feel free to ask Badduck questions while I make some more questions up for him.
Doorbell asked, I'm thinking about making a game called Car Wars, A New Hope. What should it be called? What should it be about? Sounds a lot like Star Wars, Doorbell.
Yeah.
I'd say cars with guns. It sounds like a fun idea.
I agree.
And like only be able to shoot forward and have like a circular arena. That would be like a cool gameplay mechanic. Make like a multiplayer versus. I think that would be a cool game. and he says, "I'm gonna go eat. What should I eat?" I'm not really good at choosing what to eat. I'd say toast with cheese.
So, did you ever make like any multiplayer games?
Multiplayer, I have made local multiplayer games where you can get person on the computer, like in your same house, that you can
Oh, yeah?
get on the
Yeah.
same keyboard. And
Okay.
but multiplayer, as in online multiplayer, I have not tackled that. Even though I wanted to do that for a pretty long time, I think I'm gonna hold off for a little bit and start with some small projects, and maybe sometime add a little game where you can face off other people on the internet.
Oh, yeah. It was actually always my like dream to make a multiplayer game.
Yeah, sounds like a really fun idea as well. Like being able to play with people from all over the world. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And like implementing voice chat. Imagine that. That would be
Yeah.
like awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's like tutorials for voice chat. There's a lot of tutorials for voice chat on YouTube.
That's crazy. Why are so many people interested in voice chat?
I mean, I'm interested in voice chat. I would like to make a Discord or Dindi or something like that. A Discord that is made by Dindi. So a voice chat would be pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're making a Discord clone, it would be pretty much essential.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's all the questions I have. We're almost at like 30 minutes. So, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I still have time though. I still have a lot of time left.
Yeah, me too. So, like, we could wait if chat has some questions. They can ask some questions, you know. Questions are very cool. Yeah, and just a small announcement. I'm making a Discord for game developers. So I know there's like already Discords for that, but I want to make one of my own. So follow my Twitter to know when it's made and done and ready for release, you know. Let me just put your channel link in here. There we go. Now everyone can check out your
It's a bit long. I don't think it fits. Oh yeah, can make it smaller.
Oh gosh, what's going on? There we go. Yeah, I can also just post it in chat. That would probably be much easier to click. There we go. Posted it in chat too. Yeah, that's pretty much all the questions I have. So, do you like? Are you in the gaming community? Do you like gaming community? The gaming community.
Gaming itself or game development?
Gaming itself. Like, do you like the community?
It really depends, because most games have their own little community, and some of them are really friendly, and some of them can be a little bit less friendly.
Yeah,
I'll put
toxic,
it that way.
Toxic.
Yeah.
So, which community do you like more, like gaming or game development?
Game development, because people are a lot more patient. Because to make a game, you need to be pretty patient, and they're just in general like more grown up. And
yeah, I agree.
Friendlier towards you, instead of like people that call you names because of Mario Kart or whatever.
Yeah, I agree. Like, the gaming community is a lot more toxic than the game development community.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that. I play a couple of games. One of them is Counter-Strike, and it's pretty notorious for having a really toxic community.
Oh yeah. There's like videos all over YouTube of toxic Counter-Strike players.
Almost every game I join, if I try to do like if I'm the last one alive, and I need to win it for everyone, and I don't do it, I get some angry Russian
Yeah,
dude
I
screaming and
agree.
I.
Yeah, I know. I play Counter-Strike a bit. I didn't really enjoy it a lot though. I'm a big fan of Valorant, Call of Duty Warzone, and the new Hyperscape, if you heard for that game.
Yeah, I've heard about all those games, but I have a pretty bad computer. So like Warzone and Hyperscape, yeah, that's
Oh
just a
yeah,
no
yeah.
for this computer.
I'm playing. I don't have a very good. I don't have like a gaming PC or something like that. So I play Call of Duty and Warzone on my PlayStation. I mean, I play the older Call of Duties on my PC, and it can run at a like solid 120 FPS. But the new Call of Duties, that's just too heavy.
Yeah, but my computer doesn't even have a graphics card, so.
Oh damn! Mine has the default, the integrated graphics card, right?
Oh yeah, that's what I meant with not a graphics card.
Well, yeah, it kind of isn't. It's so bad it isn't a graphics card.
Yeah.
Just a really random question because I have no ideas. How many
But my
monitors
computer
do
I
you
started out with on Unity.
have? No, how many monitors do you have?
Monitors.
Yeah.
I used to have 2, but then I switched to like from laptop to PC, and then I lost that laptop screen. So now I have 1, sadly.
Oh, damn.
But I'm planning on upgrading my entire setup, like getting a better computer, and also getting a dual monitor.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I feel like dual monitors are like really useful for like programming and that type of stuff, right? If you're following a tutorial, you don't need to like alt tab non-stop. You can just put the tutorial on one monitor and your Visual Studio or whatever on the other one, right?
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that.
That's pretty
And
much.
also for like recording videos, I think it's also really good because right now I need to like record the script when I talk to it and when I can see it, and then
Oh,
I need to
yeah,
also
yeah.
have a different recording where I record gameplay stuff, and that's like
Yeah. So
with a dual monitor you can do that at the same time.
yeah, I agree. So for your like scripts, do you like write all the stuff you'll say, or just write like stuff reminders of what you need to say and have like more free speech, I guess, in your scripts for videos, right?
I couldn't really understand because my connection is pretty bad.
Oh,
What
yeah,
did you say?
I think it's mine. So in your scripts for videos, right?
Yeah.
Do you like write everything you will say, like word by word, or do you write just like reminders of what you need to say and have like a more free, open speech, I guess?
Yeah, I do have like words to say, and pretty much is like keywords for every sentence that I'm gonna say. So I do know which sentences I'm kind of going to say, but the sentences are like flowing their own way. I just put in the keywords.
Oh, yeah.
So that it doesn't sound too forced, so it still sounds like I'm just talking naturally. But it isn't also like going off the rails everywhere, like talking about stuff that isn't really important all the time.
I agree with you. I do word for word. I legit write a big script and then read it word by word. I should probably do the thing you do, because my videos kind of sound robotic. It's like right?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing with reading word for word. It's like you like kind of turn your brain off and you're like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I have a couple of videos where I also have word for word, and I still try to like have some good intonation, but sometimes you just get carried away and you start going blah 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 blah. So
I think jokes are maybe the hardest thing to like implement, I guess, into your videos. But they're
yeah,
like, if you make good jokes, it's like good for the success of your channel, I guess.
yeah, people like funny and entertaining content.
Yeah, like
So
look at Danny for just for an example. Like I'm an OG Danny fan. I like subscribed to him when he had 2,000 subscribers. So basically, just when he started being popular. So
yeah,
like that was before I started with game development. I mean, I did start then, but I quit. But Danny, for an example, has really entertaining videos, and like everyone can watch them. You don't need to be a programmer or game developer to
yeah,
watch
that
them.
that's also a thing that I think is really important if you're a game development YouTuber, is that your content still, like, if you want to get a big audience, your content needs to be like surface level enough that people without programming knowledge can understand it, but it's also has to be technical enough that people with a programming understanding will still enjoy it, that it's not just baby language, that it's still enjoyable for like both parties, and finding that middle ground in there, it's challenging, but the people that do get that are like people like Danny and Randall. They
Yeah,
really
I agree.
understand that.
Yeah, they're like it's really important for your content that like a lot of types of people can watch it. That's really important for success of your
Yeah,
channel, I think.
that's pretty much like on everywhere on the internet. If you want to become big, you need to appeal to as many people as possible. That's just that's
Yeah,
how it is.
I agree. Agree. Well, that's over 35 minutes now. So I think that's pretty much it. Those are all the questions I wanted to ask you. I have zero on my mind. So, chat, if you want to ask some questions, feel free to. But
Maybe we can start about like the YouTube side, how I got started with YouTube and all of that
oh
stuff.
yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, this isn't only a developer chat. This can be a YouTube chat too. Well, yeah. How did you start out with YouTube?
I had a couple of channels before it, which I'm pretty ashamed about. I was like 7 or something at the time. And I saw channels like Jacksepticeye becoming big, and I thought, wow, I want to do that as well. I want to get money playing video games. Uh, I didn't get more than 20 subscribers, I think, which was pretty heartbreaking. But, you know, what do you expect? I'm a 7-year-old kid with no editing and shitty commentary. So,
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
feel you. I did the
And then
same.
yeah, I think a lot of people have tried the approach of as a kid to do that. But yeah, then Corona hit, and I thought, wow, I have a lot of free time. Let's try this YouTube thing again, but now with good editing, because I saw other channels like Matt Bull getting a good amount of recognition, and I thought I could make videos like that. I could make stuff that's as enjoyable, as well edited, and on the same regular basis as he does. Turns out I can't. He uploads like once a week. I upload once a month or something.
Yeah, the thing is like when you just start out, you're probably really young. I started out with YouTube when I was like 8. So yeah, it's you're like young. You watch gaming YouTubers, only popular gaming YouTubers, by the way. So they have like professional editors and stuff like that. So you're like, yeah, I can do that. That's easy. Then you record like Minecraft videos with no editing, and you're like, oh, why don't I have more than one subscriber? And then you get
Yeah,
really disappointed.
it looks so easy, but it's really hard.
Yeah, yeah. It looks really easy, but it's really hard.
Yeah.
So, in which editor do you edit?
I use Sony Vegas because I found a dodgy website where I could download it for free, and
Oh,
on
yeah,
some
that's also.
miracle I didn't get a virus, so that's good.
I mean, I pirate basically all the games I have on PC. I didn't pay for. If you ever heard of Steam Unlocked, I'm not advertising anything illegal, by the way. If you ever heard of Steam Unlocked, yeah, that's for games.
Yeah, I've
And
never really heard of it, but I
all
can
the
imagine.
like programs I have that are paid for usually uh, are I just got for free because I'm too lazy to pay and I don't have money.
Yeah, that's also a thing. Like, a lot of people spend a lot of money on game development, like for programs and commissions for art and stuff, which I think it's not really necessary for programs. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
pirating isn't good. Like, you shouldn't do that. But definitely, like commissions, there's a lot of open source stuff online. Open game art, for example, like a lot of my jam games, they use open game art assets, and it just like I don't even need an artist, honestly.
yeah. I always love to have like an artist by my side. Uh, but yeah, wow, we passed 40 minutes. That's pretty good. I didn't think we would last 20 minutes.
Yeah, me neither. Thing is, like, if you have an artist on the team, though, he really knows, especially if it's an experienced artist, he knows how to like tie all of the game art together, and it looks way more coherent than like
Yes, yes.
random game assets on open game art. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. If you saw if you know I released Luckman, right?
Luckman.
Yeah, Luckman. If you know Hank Zack, I
Oh
made that
yeah,
game with him, yeah. And he's like not he doesn't really do much art, but he's an amazing pixel artist. All art you'll find in his videos, like basically all of the art you find in his videos, uh, in the game are his, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's basically it. Oh, Pez is here.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, if
all
anyone
right.
has any
Yeah.
questions still.
If anyone has questions, feel free to ask them. Otherwise, we are done. I think this was a pretty successful first Dindi dev chat, especially because I didn't do any.
Yeah, I think so too. It was pretty enjoyable to talk to you, and yeah, it was really
Same
fun.
to you too, and to my lovely chat, to the lovely two people that watched this. I mean, there's like 7 likes, so more people watched it, but whatever. It'll stay public, so it'll gain views over time, I guess.
Yeah.
This is like a really lazy way of making videos. I'm just like, I didn't make videos in a long time.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, let's do it in the dev chat. People will maybe enjoy it.
I mean, lazy videos or videos with a lot of effort. If they get views, and it's perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, Doorbell Prod is here again with with the Car Wars thing. So yeah.
Car Wars, the rise of Lamborghini.
I think he just left when he started talking about it.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
Doorbell, what we have in mind is a cool game where you have cars that have turrets and they shoot straight in front. And it's like a circular arena. You need to
No, no,
shoot
no.
the other players.
That's too unoriginal. I'm thinking about something like cars with lightsabers.
Cars with lightsabers.
Yeah, with
It's like-
like lightsabers going out of their wheels, you know? Oh gosh.
Stormtroopers on the roof.
Yeah. That could be like an upgrade. You upgrade your car and you get like a stormtrooper on the roof. Then like the more you upgrade it, then you get like Darth Vader with his lightsaber on the roof or something.
After a couple of upgrades, we'll have flying cars.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, Doorbell saying, I feel like making a car game where you have to crash the others while not getting wrecked yourself.
That's
I
pretty
mean,
cool.
It's an interesting idea, yeah. I'd say
Yeah, very
go for
interesting.
it.
If you guys want, if you want to chat like a bit more Badduck, I'll start making the, game dev Discord server I talked about. Game
Yeah.
dev. Yeah, I'll just start making the game development Discord. Oh gosh, sorry, Discord server I talked about.
Yeah.
So I really want to make this to meet a bunch of fellow game developers. I love game development, man.
There is a decently small Discord server for game developers that I like a lot.
Oh yeah, this Discord server will be very small at the beginning too. But like
Yeah.
I have a Discord server with over 100 members, so I'll post the invites on there. Yeah, I can actually place the invites in the chat right now, but like nothing's done yet. I just started, so like, you know. If you want to join, if you don't want, just join later. So one more question. I'm interested in this. For programming, do you only do game development programming? Or do you do like something else too? For an example, I do Discord bots development and stuff like that.
Yeah. I wanted at one point I messed around with Python trying to create bots for online games where, like, for example, a dinosaur Chrome game where you can run indefinitely thanks to like
Yeah, cheats.
yeah, not really cheats, but like trying to automate offline games, something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty fun, but it's really like Python isn't really good for that because it's pretty slow.
Yeah.
But I also do some other programming. I'm trying to make some small programs using Windows Forms, which is a program where you can make programs with. But I haven't gone that far into that.
Oh, yeah. I gotcha. Yeah,
for the rest, it's
I do like a lot of Discord bot development. Actually, I freelance Discord bot development, so I kind of make money
Ooh.
off of it.
That's really cool.
I made my first. Next week is coming like $55 from my first job. So I'm gonna buy like a new headphones from that or something like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I actually love it. I love coding Discord bots. It's like way too fun. Way too fun.
You can maybe even go on like Fiverr and stuff and put yourself on there.
Yeah, I have my Fiverr thing.
Oh, that's really cool.
But the first thing I coded a bot for a friend on Discord. Yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, if y'all want, you can join the Discord server and stuff like that. Yeah, that's it. I have 0 questions left.
Yeah. I don't really know what else I can say.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This is like 15 minutes. Wow.
Yeah, 50
I'm
minutes.
amazed. I
Yeah.
am genuinely amazed.
Why is Mima saying, hey, can I have a role that insults me?
I don't know.
Oh, Mima's great.
My Discord status is the same. Dindi, professional dumbass 24/7. And then I have like owner, worst game developer in the new server, right? The role. Yeah, that's pretty much it. 15 minutes. I'm genuinely amazed right now.
Yeah, I'm also surprised that I was able to talk so long without making it awkward.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Like usually, as English isn't my main language, right? You probably realize that. It's hard
Yeah,
for me to talk
that's,
like an hour non-stop English. I just start messing up my words.
yeah. What language do you speak then normally?
Croatian. It's kind of similar to Russian, I'd say.
Oh, that's really cool.
So like I'm lucky I don't have like a pure Russian accent.
Yeah, yeah. Russian accents are pretty funny though.
Yeah, I actually love Russian accents, but I wouldn't like to have one for some reason.
Yeah. I also actually don't speak English normally.
Oh, you have like a really good accent.
Thank you. I speak. I live in Belgium, so I speak Dutch normally.
Oh, nice. Yeah, at the beginning of my English thing, when I really started talking English non-stop, I was basically what is called what's it what's it called? I was basically having a Indian tech support scammer accent, right? So that was kind of awful, but I think I kind of got rid of it right now.
A friend of mine really likes that accent, and like
Yeah, it's really funny.
yeah, and on Siri on his phone he has the language set to like Indian. So when he asks it something, it answers with an Indian accent. It's really funny.
Wow, that's awesome. That is also very funny. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
54 minutes. Oh my god. Wow. Pretty cool. Coughing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've asked you all the questions I wanted. Chat, again, the last time. Chat, if you have any questions you want to ask Badduck, feel free to. Just saying. Yeah, that is pretty much it. I think I'm going to end the live stream now.
Ooh, Doorbell has one last question.
Oh,
Why are you
doorbell
so?
kid.
He's saying, "Why are you so epic?" Well, I was just born this way. I don't know why. It's yeah, I don't know.
Epic gamer.
Yeah, gamer time.
Not everyone is such an epic gamer as Badduck. Because, you know, when I downloaded Badduck's logo for the stream, right? I named it Very Bad Duck because he's a very, very bad duck.
And Pest wants me to talk Dutch.
Dutch? Oh, sure. I like in school, right? I was in a German class for like 1 year, but I quit because I didn't really like enjoy the language, right? So like
Yeah.
the basically only things I remember, wie alt bist du, and like what's you see, I'm like really bad, and like what, I don't know how to say this anymore.
What are you trying to
Oh
say?
yeah, wie heißt du? Just like that.
Yeah,
Wie
yeah.
heißt du? Yeah, yeah.
But
That's
that's German, that's not Dutch, but
well,
yeah, I
yeah.
understand.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah, sometimes people confuse it too.
yeah, yeah. I confused this to Dutch not long ago, but then I googled and Google told me those are two different languages.
Ja. En Pest, ik zal eventjes Nederlands voor je praten, zodat je gelooft dat ik echt Nederlands ben. Ja, dat was Dutch voor Pest.
Oh wow, that was interesting. That was very interesting. Dutch. How was
Yeah, Dutch is a pretty cool language.
Yeah, it sounds really hard though.
Hard? Oh, yeah, it's compared to English, I think it's a bit harder, yeah.
Yeah. I'm planning to move to another country, right? Because my current country is full of corruption.
Yeah.
Like after this corona stuff, I probably shouldn't say corona on YouTube, right? I don't know. Anyway, after this corona stuff, it's probably going to be really bad in here. So
Yeah.
I'm not very excited for that.
Yeah, I was born in South America, and it's full of corruption there too. Happily, I was lucky enough to be like in the one of the better countries, but like what's it called, Peru and stuff. It's not they're not the best
Oh
countries.
yeah, oh yeah. Someone
Bolivia.
named Ducky just joined my main Discord server. Ducky.
Ducky, who is Ducky?
I don't know, some random person.
Oh, I gained a subscriber.
Oh, did I?
No, I did. It's
Oh, you did.
it's a
That's great.
it's a guy who usually reviews Game Jam games. So I
Oh,
think he just reviewed my Game Jam game and might have checked out my video.
that's nice.
Yeah.
I would be happy if you gained just one subscriber off of my YouTube, off of my video or something like that. That would be
I'm pretty sure I did because I went in here with 117 and now I have 120. So I'm pretty sure
yeah,
I
you
gained like
maybe
one or
did.
two. So that's really good.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, since I stopped like really making videos, I just do trailers and live streams right now. I kind of lost a bunch of popularity I had. Like people don't really watch me anymore. But you know, it's kind of whatever, right?
Yeah. You just gotta keep going on YouTube if you
Yeah,
like, you can't really stop, otherwise you won't get
I
anywhere.
I agree.
Also, I noticed Doorbell Prod, he deleted or like privated all of his videos. I wonder why he did
Oh
that.
yeah, he privated most of his videos. I asked him. He told me it was like he thought they were bad, though I don't think so. I mean, I privated a lot of my videos, mostly because before on this YouTube channel, right, I didn't make my own thumbnails, so I just took a random one of Google. So there was like enough copyrighted content that I could get my channel terminated, so I just privated all of my videos
Yeah.
before I started making my own thumbnails, right?
I've not privated any videos. I have like gotten rid of a channel because that one was pretty embarrassing. We don't talk about that one.
Oh, I had like through. This is my fifth YouTube channel. I tried when I was really young. I mean, I still am, but whatever. I basically tried. I tried to do gaming stuff, and I failed. I tried to do gaming stuff a lot, and I failed.
Yeah, I tried that as well. I think I had like 3 or 4 channels. Wait, no, 2 or 3 channels before this one. Yeah, so 3 or 4 in
Yeah,
total.
I had like one on Croatian, aka my main language. It had
Yeah.
20 subscribers, then a friend gave me a shout out, and by a shout out, he means uploading a video to his YouTube channel, and then taking his 20 accounts and subscribing to me. Yeah, that was pretty funny. I remember thinking I actually gained like real people that would watch me, and I was very wrong. It was genuinely funny.
I mean,
I'm making the logo for the new Discord server, right? It'll be pretty cool.
ooh, exciting.
Very exciting. Almost too exciting.
I'll explode from excitement.
Yeah, this is just too much excitement. Yeah, just too much. Then I select this. I'm just
Also,
making...
there's a new game jam coming up, which is pretty interesting. The
Oh,
Miz
which one?
Jam.
The which?
The Miz Jam from Miz's is the YouTuber called Miz's.
Mrs. I think I heard of them, of the YouTuber, but no, I didn't. I'm a game developer for like 1 year now. Yeah, this month it's 1 year. So it's like 1 year Unity anniversary. Yay! Basically, uh, what do I want to say? Yeah, basically, I participated in only, I think it was like two two game jams, and one of them was my own game jam. So it's like I didn't participate in a lot of game jams.
Yeah, I did participate in a couple, 8 or 9 or something.
In how many?
What?
In how many game jams?
8 or 9.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot actually.
Yeah. I've participated in 8. Like I finished a game in them. I think I have participated in more, but in some
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
really
finish.
gotta participate in more game jams, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe it's a good learning experience.
Yeah, I agree. I learn everything from like YouTube tutorials, though. YouTube
Yeah.
tutorials are my best friend. Do you say you're like self-taught then? Like, are you
Um,
self-taught if you learn from YouTube tutorials.
Yeah, you're pretty much self-taught if you learn from YouTube tutorials, because when you're not self-taught is like that is when you have like a teacher or something.
Oh, I see.
So I guess I'm self-taught as well.
Oh, you're self-taught? That's pretty cool. I'm looking at this. Something weird is happening. Like the logo I made, I don't know why it isn't working. It says only base 64 and coding can be used. I have no idea what that means.
Probably the file type isn't the correct one.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a PNG.
Maybe
Yeah,
try
that
JPEG.
should work. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna try. JPEG. Yes. Let me just open the image to know it's fine. Yeah, it looks fine to me. I have no idea why it didn't work. Let me try again. Oh yeah, it works now. Great. It's a pretty cool logo I made right now.
Oh, I see it. Game dev. That's a
Yeah,
really
it's
cool
like
logo, yeah.
GD. Should I remove the text? What do you think? I don't know.
Probably not. Otherwise, it's just a
Yeah,
a,
yeah,
ga-
I
a
agree.
gaming Discord.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, there's actually people in the chat. Wow. Yeah, the interview is like over. We're just casually talking
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Hello, Henry Lang. Welcome to the stream. If you want, you can join my new Discord server. I posted the link. Okay, I'll post it again. There you go. I'm making a game development Discord server because I think it would be pretty cool. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I think the logo I just made is like fine. Not anything too advanced. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Should I stop the stream? I'm streaming a while right now. Hello. The
Hello.
worst duck.
Yeah, sorry. I was a bit doing some stuff.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Pest says, don't feel pressure, but when face reveal, probably never. I'm just not comfortable enough to make a face reveal, I guess. I'm very like insecure. Very, very insecure.
Yeah, me too. But like last couple of months, I've been starting to get a little bit more thinking like I'm better looking than I used to. So I'm a bit happier with myself, but still
Nice.
not ready to do a game face reveal.
Yeah, I'm kind of like somewhat overweight.
Yeah.
So I like really have problems with being insecure, right? But when I deal
Yeah.
with that, I'll probably feel a lot better about my looks, right? I think like my face looks fine, but when you look at my lower body, it's like
Yeah, you don't have to feel bad about that, though. Don't worry. Everyone just looks the way he is.
yeah, I agree. It's just like really weird because a year ago I was like skinny, really skinny. So like just one of a sudden, yo, hello. You're not gonna be skinny anymore. So for the Discord server I'm doing, I'll make a general chat a off-topic chat, I'll have like different help chats. Maybe find a team chats to find like partners to make games with. Then
Yeah,
maybe show your progress would be pretty cool.
and also self-promotion maybe
Yeah, self-promotion, of course. Stuff like
for
that.
me.
Voice channels too.
Yeah.
Announcement channels to, ping everyone. I'll
See you,
also
doorbell.
I'll
Doorbell is going, so
also add a leveling bot,
yeah, sounds good.
so that will be pretty cool. Wow. Yeah, the logo looks pretty cool. What do you think?
I like it a lot.
Awesome. It stays. It's self-made. Just the controller, I took it off of Google, but everything else, the gradient background, the stuff like that, is self-made.
Yeah, I get it.
I make all my logos on phone, actually.
On your phone, whoa.
Yeah, I have a really good application for them, and a font I always use. I like love it. It's like I needed to download the font and implement it into the app and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Did you ever make a mobile game?
I want to make a mobile game. I'm going to. But yeah, I haven't gotten around to it, and I've tried before, but I had a lot of problems with it. So
Oh, I see.
yeah.
Yeah, I made a mobile game, Luckman, right? I moved it over to mobile to Android to
Oh,
be exact.
cool.
Because it's downloadable on Edge for Android, but on iOS you can't download applications off of internet, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I will stop the stream now. We're going for a lot. It's
Yeah,
like
70 minutes. Wow.
oh wow, that's really good. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see everyone in the next Dindi dev chat or video. I'll maybe make a new video. Yeah. The
Yeah.
worst
Bye,
duck in the
everyone.
world. Say bye.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. See y'all. Have a
Bye,
great rest of your
everyone.
day. Bye.